What's going on, Michigan? Chief Meteorologist Joel Fritzman here with a look at your daily forecast for October 27th, 2025. But before we do that, we'll go ahead and toss it over to Chandler for a quick word about our sponsor.
Today's daily video sponsor is the Ronald McDonald House of Detroit. Ronald McDonald House of Detroit joined the Michigan Storm Chasers partnership team in 2025. At Ronald McDonald House of Detroit, they provide essential services that remove barriers, strengthen families, and promote healing when children need health care. There are multiple ways that you can support Ronald McDonald House of Detroit. The first one of those is through a Pop Tab collection. Another great way to help out is by making a financial donation. A third great way to help is by purchasing items from their Amazon wish list. Lastly, a great way to support the Ronald McDonald House of Detroit is to volunteer your time. Their contact information and Amazon wish list will be linked in the video description down below, or you can visit their website at rmhc-detroit.org, or be sure to give their office a call at 313-745-5909. And be sure to tell them that Michigan Storm Chasers sent you. Back to you, Joel.
Here at Michigan Storm Chasers, we also have merchandise available online. Link down here at the bottom of the screen is michiganstormchasers.com/merch MSC. With that being said, let's go ahead and dive right into today's daily headlines. We got 3 of them out there as always, starting off with fall sunshine. Today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, all pleasant days out there with temperatures in the 50s. A lot of high pressure present, meaning keeping those clouds at bay. A couple light cloud decks out there, around the lakeshore areas. Otherwise, inland areas are going to be dealing with a lot of sunshine. And again, that's going to warm up some areas, maybe close to 60 degrees, especially along West Michigan coastline. So we'll keep that in mind, back of our head, but most places are going to stay in the 50s throughout the next 3 days. Sour Halloween. We say this lightly because as it stands right now, with the high pressure departing or getting overtaken by a low pressure system projected to move in Thursday and Friday, we could see some rain. And unfortunately, like every Halloween, it's kind of a 50-50 shot between rain, wind, and just being a pleasant Halloween. We've had some Halloweens in the past where it's been kind of hot outside, but this year, temperatures in the 40s for sure, cloudier, and perhaps some rain on tap. And again, if there is any backside cold air moving in, we could see some snow, maybe not during trick-or-treating, but after trick-or-treating overnight into Saturday. So keep that in mind, back of your head, but right now the most likely precipitation out there will be rain. State of the lake, speaking of snow, lake water temperatures this time of the year are running about 3 degrees above average right now. Still, they're starting to taper off a little bit as we've gone throughout this past week. Temperatures have been colder out there, but they are still running above average, and we are looking close towards the middle of November, getting the later portion of November there for perhaps some decent lake effect snow events. Again, really far out at the current time. Decent opportunities coming in, especially with the La Nina starting to take over, but right now we can't give you any confirmations as to significant lake effect snow events. Just keep that in the back of your head as we go into November. Talking about today, though, pleasant out there. As I mentioned, temperatures in the 50 widespread. Anywhere in this green area are temperatures expected to be at 50 degrees or higher today. So you can see 53 Grand Rapids, Muskegon, 53 Lansing, all the way down to Detroit, 52 in Flint over here, moving up to the north, just creeping to about 49 degrees across the Cadillac, West Branch, Roscommon area. Get up towards Alpena, 49 as well. Moving back across the UP, you got 51 Iron River, 51 Ewing, 51 over there in Iron Mountain, and of course Ironwood, maybe topping out at 53, 52 up there in Houghton. Simple out there, as mentioned today, sunshine, sunshine, and sunshine. This map, still barren. We had it light up a little bit this past week with some lake effect snow out there, but as it stands, no snow. Good news there for those who are still trying to hold on to their warmer days, such as today. However, we will go ahead and talk about lake effect snow here in just a slide. This is your projected radar throughout the day. You can see plenty of sunny skies out there. Maybe a little bit of light clouds moving in down in the southern portion of the state later tonight. That is around midnight tonight. But otherwise, again, nice clear day out there anywhere where you see the state covered in blue. We talk about long range, snow coming up. This is what the European model has, latest European model as of this morning. As you can see, it's your pretty common lake effect snow spots appear, the upper ranges of western UP, and of course across northern lower Michigan, where you can see some lighter grays showing up there. That's about an inch of snow or less within the next 3 weeks. That is through actually Tuesday, November 11th. So that is going to be about 2.5 weeks away, or the accumulation through the next 2.5 weeks. So starting off kind of on the lower end of things. I know we've been watching the models lately, and they've been kind of flip-floppy between November 2 and November 10 in terms of lake effect snow being very potent. And then next model run, boom, it's gone. So there is some signals of some lake effect chances. Again, as mentioned, once we get past Halloween for some lake effect snow. But again, no strong signals at the current time. This is kind of just a loose guess as of right now. And that's what we do here in meteorology. The wonderful world of meteorology is there's a lot of educated guessing going on. This is just kind of fantasy land models. Just give you guys an idea that colder weather is at least coming. Will precipitation come with it? That is for us to figure out in the next week or two. Speaking of snow, again, for those who are warm weather lovers, you might as well just turn this off now. I'm just kidding. You can actually look, if you are looking forward to the snow at some point this year, at this map right here. So this is our average maps that was released on our Facebook page, Michigan Storm Chasers, earlier yesterday, of the average snowfall every single year, 1980 through last year, 2025. A little bit of slight variations. Not all of this is 100% accurate. There's some variations about 5 to 10 inches because we had to fill in some of the data here. But you can see lake effect snow is prevalent all across West Michigan, along Lake Michigan, up into northern lower. And of course, with the fetch on Lake Superior, meaning the area of lake available for lake effect snow to develop, being a lot larger than Lake Michigan, you have two decent sized lake effect zones up here in yellow where you could have 150 to 300 inches of snow on any given year. So if you love snow, want to move up north, keep this in mind anytime you're thinking about it in the future. Otherwise, of course, anywhere in West Michigan, decent shot every single year. The key is behind my head there. 60 to 84 inches in red, maroon 80 plus up to 150 on average. Again, it's average. So you can have above average years, you have below average years. So this is just average. Keep that in mind. Moving on to the 7-day forecast here. We got temperatures, as mentioned, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday here, all very nice. 50, 51, 50, 51, 50. This is for LP North, LP South, 53, 56, 54. Again, Tuesday's going to be the day to look for perhaps a couple shots at 60 degrees. Not everyone, of course, but it is a possibility up here in the UP. 50 degrees Monday, 50 degrees Tuesday. And then the blues start to take over. You got 49 Wednesday for the UP. Then the 40s start to take over for the northern lower. And then all the state as we get into Halloween, mid 40s out there, high 40s for lower peninsula south. Saturday, pretty cold day out there, temperatures in the mid to low 40s. Of course, you're down there in lower peninsula, of course, 49 degrees. And then we try to kind of go back up in the back half of the weekend, but the signal right now, as it stands, going into the middle range, starting next Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or upcoming Friday, Saturday, Sunday, is cold. So once you get beyond Sunday, I can guarantee you it's going to be 50 at best, continuing this kind of trend here of starting to go down closer and closer to winter. And of course, down here in the bottom of the screen, these numbers down here are no longer negative because the lakes are now warmer than the air temperatures. So if you're along the lakeshore areas every single day here, besides Thursday, it's kind of be the same. 2 degrees better than what you're seeing here, depending on where you are in the state. So if you're in Muskegon, for example, on Tuesday, +3, add 3 degrees to your temperature there, you could see close to 60 degrees 2 days from, tomorrow, I should say at this point, here in West Michigan. But with that being said, we have to take a look at Melissa real quick before we jump off, because this is a event that is actually affecting a lot of Michiganders. We have Michiganders that are stuck down in Jamaica right now as it stands, as this major hurricane barrels down on them. You can see this is the advisory from this last night. You can see this hurricane will be moving into Jamaica here 8 a.m. Tuesday, so tomorrow morning, 24 hours from now. It's going to be sustained over the country for 24 to 36 hours, maybe as much as 48 hours of hurricane force winds, rainfall, landslides, you name it. Not a good situation there. Going to move up into eastern Cuba and then towards the Bahamas and Turks and Caicos before moving off towards Bermuda into the Atlantic Ocean. So as it stands right now, no major threat for mainland USA. Again, models have been switching, kind of going back and forth. The original track for this hurricane was through the east side of Jamaica. Now it's going pretty much only through the west side of Jamaica. It could actually skirt around the outside of the west side of Jamaica. But again, because the wind field is so large, pretty much the entirety of Jamaica is going to be feeling those hurricane force winds throughout the next 2 to 3 days. So not a good situation, as mentioned there. If you know anyone down here, if they haven't known yet, if they're not aware yet, you want to make them aware, because this is now happening today, tomorrow, Wednesday. You can see by 8 p.m. Wednesday, it'll be up in the Bahamas. And then Thursday, it'll be in towards Bermuda as the jet stream starts to take that over. and just advected out into the Atlantic Ocean. But other than that, that's all we have for today here at Michigan Storm Chasers. I'm Chief Meteorologist Joel Frisma, signing off for today. We hope you have a good one out there, and we'll catch you next time for another daily forecast video here at Michigan Storm Chasers. Take care, everyone.